Welcome live here to Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. I am your host, Devin Poslusny, as tonight we are, one, experiencing technical difficulties, and two, we're going to have Dave Poslusny on that screen. Now, two things real quick. Technical difficulties. My secondary camera is dead, so now I had to zoom in on me and the screen because you're staying on that camera. Number two, last week's show had to be canceled because of some unavoidable events. We're not going to get into it. We're not going to talk about it at all. We're just going to say that. Unavoidable events. Dave Poslusny will be joining us in a little bit as we are going to kick off the show by first saying Happy Labor Day, everybody. Because of the laborers that keep our country running strong. So thank you all. Yeah. Let's take a look at our show lineup. And I have extra notes here. I just need to find them. Motorsports in 60. Then we go to IndyCar. Short show this week. So we're throwing in a live event season update. We're going to take a break, and on the other side of the break, we'll get Dave on the screen, as well as we'll recap NASCAR, the Points Championship, and the final lap. So let's get right into things here. Motorsports in 60. Dang it, I forgot to put the 60 seconds on. Here we go. 60 seconds starts now. Two topics for you tonight: the NASCAR Nationwide Series race and the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series race. The NASCAR Nationwide Series raced at Atlanta on Saturday night. Here's your top five. Finishing fifth was Chase Elliott. Kyle Busch finished fourth. Kyle Larson finished third. Joey Logano finished second. And Kevin Harvick won the race. NASCAR Camping World Truck Series raced yesterday on Sunday. Here's your top five. Finishing fifth was Andrew Ranger. Greg Galding finished fourth. Eric Jones finished third. German Caroga finished second, and Ryan Blaney won the race in Canada. Great finish. We now have 9 seconds. As far as Dave's notes, we'll get to those a little later on in the show. So that was the Great Clips 300 for the Nationwide Series and the Chevy Silverado 250. NASCAR, IndyCar finished out their season on Saturday night, very early. But yeah, here's your top five for the MAV TV 500. Finishing fifth was James Hinchcliffe. Juan Pablo Montoya finished fourth. Ed Carpenter finished third. Scott Dixon finished second. And Tony Kanaan won the race. Because this was the season finale, Will Power became your 2014 Verizon IndyCar champion. So now, we're just going to cruise right along. Let's take a look at our live event season update. The previous race that we had as far as a live event season update, was the U.S. Legends cars on the road course and the Grand State Legends / NELCAR / Bandoleros on the mini oval. The next race, well, technically the next one is tomorrow with the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series test at NHMS. Now, there is supposed to be weather, so there is a slight possibility that will be canceled, but we will still be at the track to try to leg it out. Also on Wednesday, but when tomorrow is a definite, Wednesday is a 50-50 chance. After that, we have Legends cars at NHMS. More details on that race coming soon. So on the other side of the break, we'll be right back with, on the other side of the break, we'll have your recap on NASCAR, the Points Championship, and the final lap. Also, we'll have Dave join us, so we'll be right back. Welcome back live here to Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. Now we are joined by Dave Poslusny. Because I forgot to charge my secondary camera using the one camera, so we're both in the same shot. So what?
There's news.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait till you actually start getting help. This way you don't have to deal with all those stuff.
I know. So let's quickly take a look at our top 5. From the Oral B USA 500. Finishing 5th was Carl Edwards. Jimmy Johnson finished 4th. Denny Hamlin finished 3rd. Matt Kenseth finished 2nd. And Casey Kane won the race. He won his way into the chase after everybody almost thought that he wasn't going to make the chase, but he got in there. So couple of quick notes I made before we get to your notes. Actually, you know what? That goes along with the chase. So let's go to your notes.
Well, I've been trying to figure out your notes the whole time. I just finally got to the right page.
Well, I have a different set of notes that I didn't share with you because I forgot to, but it kind of we'll talk after.
Again, I would like to say I cannot wait until you have people that are doing this stuff for you.
Agreed.
I don't think either.
All right. So to take a look at your notes, I'm gonna open them up. Hold on one second. Working off my iPod and this computer. Okay. So
Did you already tell the fans what you did to your phone?
I did not. On Sunday night, I was working at Meadowbrook, a local music place. I park cars there because I'm old enough now, and I was parking cars in a torrential downpour for probably about an hour and a half. And when one of my people that I was working with looked at me and went, "Hey, how's your phone?" I opened it up and it was dripping out of the mic jack. So, yeah, Dave's reaction is kind of summing it up for you. Came home, threw it in rice.
Well, it would be a complete disaster.
Yeah. Came home, threw it in rice, and it sat in rice overnight. It was working, don't get me wrong, but there were glitches, and there was water under the screen, so it now sits in rice still, and all of us are crossing our fingers and hoping that it works when it comes out. Anyway.
Yeah, there's no mercy. There's no mercy on a replacement phone. They are expensive.
Yep. So you, just going through your notes here, you said it was a good race. The Nationwide Series, you said it was a good race. But the Cup regulars again, they stepped in.
Yes, again, you noticed again. I'm sorry, I hate to be repetitive, but I think it's great when NASCAR did it. They can't possibly win the championship. But you have to remember that they can steal the prize money. And when the prize money, you took it first, second, and third, beyond that, they're pretty much left with, actually it's still a significant amount of money, but it's really not when it comes to racing and what it takes to support an entire team. So to me, it's kind of a pain, and it's like an not an oxymoron. I'm trying to think of the right word for it. Well, NASCAR has no way out, I guess is the best way to do it, because if they don't have the Cup guys in the race, then not as many people are going to watch or attend, which in my personal opinion is very sad, and you and I are the same way. I mean, we'll both be there every time we can. I mean, throw 43 squirrels on a racetrack, we'll probably watch it.
Yep.
But unfortunately, it is the truth. So it's kind of like I guess there's no way out of it. It just irritates me because they're taking away the prize money that these guys, they really need, if you can understand where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only reason I said that. It's like it says here, I do believe in my notes, you watch because, I understand that they need them in to attract the Cup fans, but if you only watch because you are not a fan, or if you only watch because of that, then you're not a fan at all. That's how I see it. I'm sorry to any of you fans out there that have that point of view. But watch it all. It's important. He's in the next and up and coming. Stuff I told Devin years ago. Never give up the signature because you never know. That young kid might be the next superstar. You don't know. And if you ain't watching it, you don't know. You're not going to see it. So, enough about that.
Okay. The truck race now, you said more and more road courses that you love it. I totally agree. That last lap was amazing.
Did you think he was going to get it?
What?
Did you think he was going to get it? Like, whatchamacallit, Jermaine?
Yes and no, but Blaney had the upper hand going into that corner, and he faked him out by going on the...
It's your last chance. I mean, if Jermaine did it technically just at the right time. And on a road course, generally, it's very difficult to take somebody out in a corner, especially when you only have one left to do it in. And I was so impressed with Ryan Blaney. It was insane that he was able to actually pull that off in the last corner. Well, it was kind of like slightly before the last corner, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. And
no more options. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And just basically the rest of your notes were simply, can't believe no one hit, Tagliani.
When Tagliani went around that corner, did you see that?
No.
Oh, I wish you did. Devin, it was insane. There's trucks coming around, round. And he's still spinning, and nobody hit him.
Wow.
Not a single truck hit him. Mid-turn, he went around. Nobody hit him. That's amazing. I'm sorry, especially the road course.
Agreed.
I could see it on an oval, but wow, incredible.
Yeah, and then the rest of your notes were just simply on the finish. Great finish, excellent job, Ryan Blaney. Very nice attempt by Quiroga. The replays from the truck's cameras was amazing.
Which again, you probably didn't see.
No, but
okay. After the match was over, after they did the victory lane and all that, they actually went to a quick replay of the last two laps, but it was from just.
Uh-oh. We lost Dave. Okay, so basically I believe what he was going to say was that the last two corners and just from the onboards, which we all know what that looks like. Hold on. I'm going to invite him. But basically just that, and totally agreed from what I could understand. Looked pretty good. So. To play along with this here. Awaiting Dave to return. Okay, hold on 1 second, folks. Technical difficulties. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, folks. So, now moving on to Dave's next couple notes. Joey Bag of Donuts, too funny. They said that on race day, I caught that. Standing ovation for Tony Stewart, I caught that too. That was amazing, what happened with him. Kevin Harvick, holy cat. Kevin Harvick is what Dave said. Basically saying that he had that wreck and it was horrible. But I think he was also saying this too. He was saying it too when he was racing. Oh, hello.
Any idea what happened?
No.
Yeah, well, kind of make me angry. I don't understand what happened there, but it just fell out. You and I were going back and forth trying to call each other. That's probably part of the problem, and we were overrunning each other. But, are we still recording?
Yes, and I filled in while you were gone. Basically, I said that you were saying that the onboard footage of that last lap was pretty cool, watching them go in and out, side by side, stuff like that, because I can only imagine what that looked like.
So you didn't even see a replay? Because it's got to be out there.
No, I saw a replay of the finish, just not onboards yet. But we've seen it all. We've all seen it in the past of, like, Watkins Glen in 2012 when Ambrose and Keselowski were going at it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I started moving on your notes because I wasn't sure how long you were going to be gone. And I went through.
I honestly, I'd be interested in seeing it. I don't think you can do it, but if they actually finish the race that way with the actual footage, the actual finish, not the outside view, but the roof cam view,
Yeah,
I think that would be pretty.
that would
I
be.
really do. I don't think they can do it realistically. You need to be able to see the vehicle.
Yeah. I don't know.
So you moved up on my notes without me. I got you.
We went. Where,
Because I don't want to talk about the race. I want you to move on right through. Where are we?
we're at very clean race.
Yeah, well.
Agreed. I put in this note, go Danica, because I have to be honest. That last couple laps, my mom and I were watching the race, and I was watching the green and orange car come through that field, and I'm like, holy cow, Danica's... I seriously thought she was going to win the race. As crazy as that might seem.
Yeah, I don't think I would have went for that. But out of curiosity, is that the best female finish like ever?
I'm not sure. It's her best career finish. Best career finish.
Kind of good one at that. So I got nothing. But hey, you know what? Never argue with a woman. Doesn't do any good. No.
And then you said, congratulations to Casey Kane on a well-deserved win. Totally agreed.
You've already flown through my race day on FS1, Joey Bag of Donuts.
Yeah, we already went over that. I caught that.
Did you find it pretty funny, though?
Yeah.
Joey Bag of Donuts. It's like something from, like, The Godfather or something. I just thought it was hilarious. And I think it may be jumping the gun a little bit. He's had a great year, don't get me wrong. But I truly do not believe he's going to pull off the cup.
Yeah.
What are your feelings on that?
On Joey Logano winning the cup?
Yeah.
It's a possibility. He's been in the series long enough that I think he's earned the...
It's a possibility he's in. Almirola. Am I saying that right?
Eric Almirola. Almirola, yes.
And Allmendinger, for that matter. Right?
Yeah.
Oh. Win. Completely different system, really strange, that's all I can say, but I find it extremely interesting. I think NASCAR did a great job.
Yeah.
I have an argument with this scenario. Of course, I may feel differently after it all pans out after next week when you see where everybody's going to be and all that. But I think, God, this has been kind of exciting with this whole win thing. And next week, it's going to be crazy. Because you know that somebody that's not in yet is going to make desperate moves. How many guys that are very good drivers do we still have that aren't in?
A bunch, actually.
It's going to be crazy. I'm telling you, they're all going to go for the win. It's probably best the guys that are already in lay back. So they always want the win because the money's there. But you have to look at it this way. If you're already in, would you or would you not just sit heck to it and lay back and let these guys duke it out for a win? Whoever's left. You know what I mean? And at this point, I don't even know. What is it? We know that has not won. Ryan Newman hasn't won, has he?
No, Biffle hasn't won.
Biffle, like captain, hasn't won right now. Then you have
Larson.
15 car.
Boyer.
Yes, Clint Boyer has not won, correct?
Yep.
Jeff really needs it. I mean, these guys are going to be, this is going to be a crazy race. And I actually cannot wait to see it. I'm willing to bet we need to set aside quite a bit of time because it's going to be a long talk after this one. There's going to be a lot to talk about.
Agreed. So that will actually bring us right into our chase. To our chase grid. Yeah. Casey Kane hold on, stand by one. Casey Kane is now the 12th driver to win his way into the chase, but so far there are 14 drivers. Oh no, he's the 13th driver to win his way into the chase, but there are 14 cars that are spots that have been filled because Matt Kenseth clinched his spot by points at Atlanta. So now we have 2 spots left. Oh no. 3 spots left. Wait. 2 spots left. Wow.
Quick second.
What?
Can I intervene if you don't mind?
Sure.
One of my notes is that this is the 3rd year in a row that all 4 Hendrick drivers had clinched spots. So, is that inclusive?
I don't know, because, sorry guys, my dad just let the dogs in, but, I don't know, my iPod just died, but, Kenseth clinched, and all 4 Hendrick drives are in. I was just going over how many spots were left and stuff like that.
Okay, no, I understood. I just wanted to make sure that the full 4 drivers from Hendrick were incorporated in your count.
Yes.
Okay.
All
That's
4...
pretty much it. No.
All 4 Hendrick drivers are involved, and also all 3 JGR drivers are locked in. But there are 2 spots left, so that means that if we have a new winner come Richmond, we'll have 1 spot to be filled by points. If we have a repeat winner, we'll have 2 spots to be filled by points. So either way, we're going to at least have 1 spot filled by points after the Richmond race. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's going to be interesting.
It's going to be a new winner. Yeah, I'm telling you. And the other drivers, they're going to let it go. They're just going to go with it and kind of just roll with the thunder. Yes, like I said, they all want to win. I can't, because I can imagine Jimmy Johnson, going for it anyway. Or I don't like him. I shouldn't say I don't like him, but I'm not a fan. But I do believe that it would be much more appealing, I guess, is the best way to put it. If NASCAR were to go to these drivers and say, listen, you're in. Let it go. Back it off for the weekend and let these guys get stupid. Because it's going to be, the money shot. It's all about re-airing it or airing it in the media and how many people watch and how many people attend, and then in the future, how many people will attend. Richmond could become like the best race on the globe for tickets.
Yeah.
You're going to go to this little 3/4 mile track. Now remember, it's not a mile, not a half mile. It's in between. So it's like and it's actually built like a super speedway. You have to think about that. It's real fast, and it's real small, and real aggressive. So I personally think that the guys that are in, they don't have any reason to really push the point. So just sail. Drive with it, sail, push them, make them earn it, but let somebody new win. I think that would be spectacular.
All right. Now, what?
That's just my opinion. That's it. I gotta leave it at that because some people may not agree, but
Okay.
I think it would make it that much better.
All right. Now, because of time purposes, we have to move on. Hold on. So now, what?
Are you telling me to shut up?
Kinda.
Okay.
So to the points championship now. Here's your winners picks because we don't go through all 30. Kristen had Jeff Gordon for the win. Trooper had Kevin Harvick for the win. I had Jimmy Johnson for the win. Dave had Carl Edwards for the win. Joe had Dale Earnhardt Jr. for the win. And Art had Logano for the win. How it all shook up after the race. Kristen got 0. Trooper got 4th. I got 1st. Dave got 0. Joe got 5th and 3rd. And Art got 2nd. To look ahead real quick here on the standings when they load up. Hold on. Alright. Computer being slow because it has a million things happening right now.
Yeah, in the off-season, we're going to have to talk about this point situation. I don't understand why they can't this week, but...
Alright, will do. Looking at the standings, Art is still leading with 174 points. Joe is in second, 20 points back. Joe and Dave are actually tied, but because Joe got points last week, he's going to be ahead of Dave. It really doesn't matter. They're the same points. I am in 4th with 33 points back. Trooper's in 5th, 51 points back, and Kristen's in 6th with 72 points. If we scroll down to Atlanta, I won with 10 points. We have one more race, and then we go into the 10-race playoff series. Before we get...
And Joe, what, tied for second?
You and Joe are tied for second, yes.
So technically we're both third. Okay, good enough.
So...
Makes me happy.
Any comments on the points championship before we move on to the final lap?
You really want to answer that question? Ask that question?
No.
I do actually have one thing I did want to say, though, that before you get to the final lap. We did lose a icon in NASCAR this weekend. And a lot of people are probably not aware of it because he's not as visible as most would think. With David Garvin, actually the founder of Camping World. So we just lost a huge, I shouldn't say we lost a sponsor, but we just lost the man who started it and brought it to us. Unfortunately, I don't remember the name of the police department, but they actually reported it as an accident, and he was working on his roof. David Godwin was 71 years old. I just got to make a recommendation. Hire somebody, okay? Here's a reference, and I don't mean that to be funny. I mean that seriously. Even in great shape, 71 years old, you don't belong on a roof. Hence, end result. Bottom line, he started Camping World as a mail order business in 1966, long before the internet even existed or anything to that extent. It grew to 100 stores, 5,000 employees. That man's an icon. Just wanted to make that clear. So moving on to the final lap, bud.
Okay, totally agreed with what Dave just said. To the final lap here. Whoops. IndyCar is off until, 2015. They had their season finale on Saturday. Formula One is Sunday, 8 a.m. And then the Nationwide Series is Friday, 7:30, and the Sprint Cup Series is Saturday, 7:30. Nationwide Series is ESPN2, and the Cup Series is ABC. So, quick show next week.
We talked about the champion already?
What?
I can only assume we talked about the champion already for Indy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Congrats.
Yes, congratulations, Willpower. So next weekend's a short recap show, so it gives us a lot of room to talk about the chase and stuff like that, so it actually works out perfectly. So, yeah. So any final comments on the show before we sign off for tonight?
No, I think I'm about all set. It was a good race. Yeah, good racing weekend. It was a good weekend of racing.
All right.
I've been pretty busy, as you know. I'm down here in, the land of Daytona, and taking care of 6 really needy dogs. But regardless, long they're all cutie pies, so it's fun. I also have, in addition, now a cat. And a cat. A 1-year-old male, black cat. And, yeah. He acts like a 1-year-old male black cat. And has to be completely separated from the dogs, so whatever it is with it. But, yeah, I've been having fun. It's been busy.
All right. Well, that will do it for us tonight. Until we join us next week for when we recap Formula One, we'll have Peter Long back. Then we'll recap the Nationwide Series race and the Cup Series race. Plus, him and I, I should say, will have a extensive look into, or I think I said that right? Right? Extensive.
Look, yeah, you're good.
Okay, into the chase grid as next weekend, or next weekend's the prep to kick off in 2 weeks for the chase grid. But until we see each other then, have a happy Labor Day again to everyone, and good night, everybody.
Yeah,